Happy video day, guys. So today's video we're going to be talking about a brand new eyeshadow palette, and this is an affordable eyeshadow palette from BH Cosmetics, and that palette is this little baby right here. This is a collaboration with BH Cosmetics and ItsMyRayeRaye, and she is a YouTuber here on YouTube. And I have to tell you guys, when I saw this little palette, I got really excited. I absolutely love the color selection in here, so it really drew me in. She did do another collaboration with BH Cosmetics with more toned down, more neutral looks, and this is, I guess, the fun version of that palette, and we can say it is total fun. So I'm super excited to give you guys all the details that I have on this palette right here in case you guys are interested in purchasing it. But before we get into this video, if you guys are new here, I'm Christina Brooke. This is the Glam Ranch. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to do it so that you see my channel again, especially if you like this video. So let's go ahead and let's break down this palette because we got a lot to say, and yeah, I want to keep this video semi-short. So let's go ahead and let's start off with the outer packaging. So when you do get this from BH Cosmetics, it's actually really cute. You do get this sleeve, and the sleeve just says ItsMyRayeRaye. It's kind of like mimicking a glass container that you can see like the colors in the interior. So when you pull off this little cardboard, you do get this beautiful rose gold eyeshadow palette, and it is a cardboard, so it is a very lightweight palette. And when you do open it up, you do get all of these beautiful colors. There's exactly 15 shades inside of this palette, and if you look at the shades, there is such a cohesiveness, such a beautiful selection of colors in here. For any color lover, but also for those who may be a little bit scared of color, this is a beautiful palette for you. So this palette right now is retailing for $17.50 on the Ulta website. You can also purchase it at BH Cosmetics. I personally purchased it at Ulta because I feel like Ulta has better shipping than BH Cosmetics. I had a pretty bad experience once trying to get some product from BH Cosmetics, so I would suggest Ulta just because of my prior experience. So let's see what it says about this palette. So it says that this is a 15 color shadow palette by BH Cosmetics. It is an essential mix of velvety mattes and radiant shimmers inspired by the ultra chic social media beauty maven Ray Ray, featuring an array of warm neutrals, sumptuous yellows, vivid jewel tones. The richly pigment formula blends, builds, and seamlessly to create an endless opulent looks, and it's cruelty-free. The palette is $17.50. You are getting 15 shades. Let's go ahead and let's talk about how I came up with this eye look, and I'll let you guys know my experience with this palette so far. So today is the first day that I did apply it, and I really wanted to do a different look. I've been seeing a lot of purple looks with this palette, and I know we've been seeing a lot of blue lately, so I kind of wanted to get away from that. So what I decided to do was jump into this color Brick. So I used the color Brick to kind of give my eye dimension, went into the crease and kind of like blew it out. That was kind of like my first transition color, trying to see what the pigment was. And I have to say Brick had a very good pigment. I think it blended really nicely. So then I used Ambitious, and Ambitious is a darker kind of green. And I was really excited to use this color because I do like this type of color greens. It's a beautiful green. It's a beautiful jewel tone green. I went ahead and wanted to focus that on the outer edge and kind of like followed it into the crease line very lightly. Kind of wanted to blow out the outer edge. I felt like this color blended pretty good. I don't think it was instantaneous color payoff, but I do think as you built it up, it did work really nice. I do think it blended good. I think it looks nice on the eyes, and I like the final effect that it gave, so I am very happy with it. So then after that, I decided to just cut my crease because I was kind of hesitant on what color to use next. I knew the colors that I could have probably used and would have been more safe for me to use, but I didn't want to do that. I am obviously Showgirl would have been a beautiful color to use with this eye look because it is directly right on top, and it probably is a very good complement to this color right here. But I kind of didn't want to do that, so what I did was I jumped into Canary after cutting my crease and just kind of like put Canary all over the lid and kind of like set it down for a base. And then on top of Canary, I put Golden Girl. Now Golden Girl had like that real yellow look, so that's kind of what I wanted to put on top of Canary. So after using Golden Girl, I love the way the look came out. It was very different. I like the colors together. They're kind of like different colors to see together, but I think it gives like a really cool effect. So then I just worked on the lower lash line, not wanting to do too much craziness. I just used Ambitious on the lower lash line as well as Brick, and kind of blew it out. And then towards the inner corner, I did use Golden Girl and kind of bring it down the lower lash line. And I have to tell you guys, the colors that I used worked really, really good. For Golden Girl, I would say if you use your finger, it does work really good, but if you spray a brush, it works really, really, really awesome. With a dry brush, it is okay. I feel like wet brush or finger is the way to go. At least for me, that's the way it worked the best. The colors that I did use blended well, applied well, look really good. $17, great price point. These are not the biggest shadows. When you open this up, you will see that the shadows themselves are not that large. You are getting a lot of colors, and in my personal opinion, I would rather smaller shadows and getting a lot of colors than getting less colors and getting huge shadow pans. So to me, I'm totally okay with that, especially the type of colors that you have in here, since they are so vibrant. It's not like a palette that I personally would use all the time, so I'd rather have a lot of these colors and have them smaller. So I personally had a really, really good experience with applying the shadows today. I feel like they applied really, really well, and I'm very excited for the way that they worked. I think they looked really nice. I am very excited to use this purple, and I'm excited to use the blue. Those are going to be for some fun looks, but I feel like this was designed really smart, especially for people who maybe are a little bit scared of using color, because the way that she did it is she put the tone that's a matte on the bottom, and on top is like the shimmery color that kind of goes really good with that matte. And these three transitional shades that were put here are really, really good. They are a little bit on the tad bit darker side for my skin tone, but that being said, they still work. Like this color here worked pretty good. I thought it was gonna be a lot more rich, and it wasn't. It was a little bit more toned down, so it works good on my skin tone as a transitional color. This is a great crease color, and so is this one. So I'm actually pretty excited with the colors that are in here. I think the formulation of the palette is actually good. I had never tried a BH Cosmetics shadow palette that I can remember. No, I don't think I ever have. I feel like the palette worked really good on the eyes. I like the way that the look came out, so I'm pretty excited. I really honestly think for $17.50, if you guys are interested in this, or if these colors speak to you, I definitely think it's worth it. I really love the colors that I use. There's a lot more colors in here that I need to dive into. I know a lot of people on YouTube have been using the purples and I think the blues, so if you guys want to see more options on eye looks, there's so many of them up right now. And another thing I would like to point out to you guys, if you guys are interested in this, you can come up with looks here that are not only vibrant. I know you see a lot of vibrancy when you first look at the palette, but all of these, like these jewel tones right here and this one right here, those are very subtle colors, and when you put them on your lids, they are not going to be like super, super strong in color. I feel like the strongest ones are blue, the purple, and the yellow, and the rest of them are really easy to use colors. So let's go ahead and include some swatches so you guys can see all the colors that come in this palette. Excited with this palette. I think it's absolutely stunning. If you guys are looking at this, so far what I can tell, I think it's going to be really good. Definitely worth the $17.50. So I give it 2 thumbs up. Totally love it. So anyways, guys, of course, like always, if I'm going to be using this palette for a lot longer, and if anything happens, you guys will find out when I do my review follow-up and tell you guys how the palette has worked after a few months of using it. But for right now, I really like it. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.